What's happening, my friends? Welcome to Getting At It. It's a little series I'm putting together because I'm trying every day to get at life, to be a little better than I was before, at least year over year. I don't want to be the same guy that I was last year. I don't want to be the guy next year that I am today. I want to be a little better, moving, that is, a little more towards my passion, my desires, which is just trying to live a fulfilled life. One of the things I've been doing, and I've talked about this before, is trying to consume a lot of content. And I want to review one of them in particular because I'm actually reading it for the second time in a row, which is interesting. I usually only read a book once, put it on a shelf, forget about it. But this one, for some reason, the universe wants me to read again. So I'm reading it. It's a quick read. Let me show you what it is. Like I said, it's a really short read. I mean, look, it's not that thick. It's only, it's like 100 pages or whatever. It's no big deal. You read it in one sitting or a couple sittings, you get it done in a day, get on with it. I didn't understand why I was reading it again at the beginning. Like, why does the universe or guides or God or whoever really want me to read this again? And then there was a passage at the very beginning of the book, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. That's why I'm rereading it again. Let me read that to you. The average lifespan for a person is 78 years. Of those years, 28 will be spent sleeping, and 7 of those sleeping years are spent lying awake at night with worry. Factor in the average 11 years watching television or surfing the internet, 10 and a half years working, 4 years driving, the year spent eating, getting dressed, and doing mundane tasks. And so you factor all that in, that leaves you 8 years then to live your life. If you were told right now that you had only 8 years left in this life, what would that do to your sense of urgency? How deep would your gratitude for each moment become? You see, the thing is, we're living life, we're enjoying it, but we only tend to focus on the high times and the low times, right? Things that are happening to me that seem to be great, and the things that are happening to me that seem to be sucky and crappy in the moment. But there's a lot more life happening that's in that middle part, that gray part, if you will. And those are the moments that I feel like we're not taking advantage of. We don't have gratitude for because there's not the center of attention or the focus. And we also aren't really putting into those moments the work to make our passions or desires come true. So that's what I'm getting so far out of the book, and I'm going to keep highlighting things for you guys because it's important and I want you all to grow with me. All right, this guy's crushing it. Let me listen to this, okay? If you're not motivated, get to work. Let your motivation come from doing the work. Did you hear that? So if you're not motivated, then just go out and do something. And let motivation come from the fact that you're doing the thing. Don't try to become motivated I'm kind of messing this up, but listen. It's basically, when you're frustrated, get to work and allow motivation to come from the work that you're putting in. Don't go seeking out things because you believe those will motivate you. That's what I was trying to say in the last part. All right, here's a little interesting part. He says, most people lose control of their day in the first 10 minutes because they wake up worried and stressed without positive habits, and they begin to react to it immediately. You know, I think that there's a lot of truth in that. Like, for a long time, up till maybe a couple months ago, I didn't even have a morning routine. I would wake up and I would be reactive. I got kids, so I'm on their schedule and I'm working and all that stuff. So right out the get, I was more stressed and more worried and more just in a state of anxiety rather than a state of control. Now I'm waking up a little earlier. I'm stretching before the boys get up, doing a little meditation, which has been working out great. I hope so. It's been working. And it's been a little harder, but at least I notice I'm less reactive to situations because I feel like I'm in more control of my day. I'm not just sitting there in that state of stress. I'm like, well, I got up earlier, so whatever, we can handle this. Oh, there it is. See, he said it right here. One reason why oversleeping is so counterproductive is that it immediately starts your day off stressed and disorganized, causing you to play catch up all day long. You're living in a reactive state. I was totally reactive. Now I'm a little more proactive. All right, last thing on the whole sleeping thing, but listen to this. He does state this very well. Even reducing your sleep by 1 hour, people, will make a major impact on your life and your business. 1 extra hour in every single day is 365 additional hours each year for you to win. Think about that. 365 more hours that you get each year to live. I don't know, to me that sounds like a good thing. Okay, before I get into any more of this book, here's probably the biggest takeaway right now that you can implement. And like I said, this is not me saying this. This is Ed Mylett. This is his teachings. Get your thoughts set for the day, right? Every single morning. These questions are amazing. Listen, ask yourself, what am I happy about in my life right now? What am I excited about in my life right now? What am I proud about in my life right now? What am I grateful for in my life right now? What am I enjoying most in my life right now? What am I committed to in my life right now? And who do I love? Listen, you set those intents every single day, your focus changes, people. This is not wishy-washy new age crap. This isn't motivational hoorah. This is facts. This is how our brain is wired. When you start feeding it with good and you start focusing on things and putting intent and purpose, things are going to start changing. I'm telling you. I'm seeing it happen. Listen, a few years ago, man, I was going down a slippery slope. I wasn't happy, a lot of change. Lost one of my best friends. He passed at a young age. I was, having a couple of kids, so that was all new. Came out of grad school. There was a lot of different change that was going on that shocked my system. And the focus wasn't there. The focus should have been, man, there's a lot of great, amazing things happening. But I took it as overload, and I started going down the slippery slope, which I'll talk about more in other videos, part of this series, because I want to be true and honest, and I want to just show you what I'm doing. I'm not trying to motivate anybody. I'm trying to just show you what I'm doing, and listen, if you want to try to implement it and it works for you, right on. If not, it's no big deal. We're all on our own journey, right? So this is just great stuff, man. This is great stuff. Just has the fundamentals. Like this next section's about working out. It's all about get your mind, body, spirit, get it all right and see what happens. Eating, actions, rituals. Good stuff, Ed. This shit is good stuff. All right, about halfway through the book. This book is legit as shit. I'm telling you what. The thing I love about it, because I've read a lot of the self-help, motivation, whatever the heck you want to call them books. The thing that I'm getting out of this is it's not about that. It's about just maximizing out your life. Look, take responsibility for your shit. If you want to change, you want to become a better person, then you got to get at it. You've got to do what you have to do in order to make it work. If you want more hours in the day so you have more time, because everyone's like, oh, I don't have time for this, my schedule. Listen, you have more time. You're just not prioritizing your life the most effective. I'm not saying I'm good at this. I'm working at it as well, but I am going to start using the dialogue of, yeah, I have time. I just am choosing not to do that right now. Because we all do. We all have the time. We all have the time, people. Here, one last thing, because I can't give away the whole book. It's not my book. It's Ed's book. And I don't want to do him like that. But you gotta pick this up if you get the chance. But this one is pretty funny. He's talking about tips of getting your body to its elite performance, or its the elite performance state, that is. And he says you cannot out-exercise a poor diet. That is so true. That is why I'm picking up a salad right now for lunch, because I know I'm going to get at it at the gym. And yeah, I don't want to eat a bunch of crap and then go and work out. So anyway, that's the takeaways. Go pick up this book. It's a good one. It will help you get at it. And yeah, I really hope that I can try to get Ed on to a discussion with me, and if so, I will record that for everybody. If you know him personally, hit him up, say you got to get with this guy, because I think that we could go back and forth and get a lot of takeaways for y'all to help you get at it. And anyway, keep doing you.